Okay, I think we got it. It was getting rescaled. There we go. Fixed it. Should be good everywhere now. Okay. Issue resolved. Thank you for saying something. So now we need to get this a little bit better. So bevel boss. I think we almost leave that the way it is, and then we want to get. It doesn't have to be steel, but we want it to make it look like it is clean, whatever this texture is going to be. And the texture I used on the other one. Let's go take a look at it because I did like it back in the day, and let's see if it's up to snuff. All right, looking for. Okay, so it was really, really glowed around the edge. So there's a lot of kind of dynamic things happening. And then the back was just black. And it had more glow around it. It had kind of the inverse. It was not set up to glow throughout it. And it's not set on what I've done. And I like how subtle that looks. Way better. And so like I'm almost okay with this being the way it is when it comes to the front of the cards. But maybe we take this and we duplicate this and we make one disappear and we change the other one to be, we'll change it to be the front. And we take away all that glow on the inside. And so we've taken away all that glow. And we go back to bevel and emboss. And we make it and then the satin you can leave in there or take it away. The satin can be normal, and then we can make it a darker color. And it still doesn't look good. Our security features almost are working again. And let's go take a look at the other dock up close and see what we did like about this up close. Because I really did like this back in the day. Okay. So it has a noise effect on it. It has the outer glow effect. The inside of it is black. The glow is all the way around. The glow is on all of them. Open up the original dock and just go copy it and then scale it up and see if it works. That would have been current files, card back. And then we go over to the card back, which is so we got a glow, an outer glow effect on the card, and then take that off, and then this has already had its effects flattened to it. So I don't know what that is. We're just gonna have to tinker. So let's go. It's much different. It's a different color. It's got a white highlight. It's got a multiply on the bottom. So let's go take a look at our Bellum boss. And it was more white on the side of it. And the satin, let's take it off for a moment. The contour is kind of helping. We need to add the alias, the bubble and boss. We'll go that. So it's more like the range isn't enough. So I need to make the shape itself stroke and make it black. And then take it and make it normal. And so that takes it. Let's go make sure we're not destroying it. So stroke 4, positions inside, blend mode is normal, do 100% opacity, and then we can get back to the build one boss. Go back to multiply on that, just make it black, make this white, and just get the basic idea in here. And then this side, let's Let's make it like a gray. We still want it to look like a shadow. So and then there was the contours on here. Contour is making that very interesting. So 28%. So let's make it 33. And size. Size. That is starting to feel a little bit more in line with what we had from the initial project. So now if we go back in and we pick some colors that are more congruent with the project. Do I still have that number pasted from previous? Do not. Um, 44 BD. I think it was like 44 Ace 8. And then we go darker. $201 is where it was. Yeah. And then our light value. Is that going to do it? So can't see my security feature. And that is due to and then so Those are normal. Stroke is there. Contour is there. And I already decided that 33% was where it needs to be. So it needs to be 33 at least. Depth. Let's click OK. Let's go back to lighten. And okay, so do that, and then so man, I wish I had the original of that. Where is it? It's card front, back, console final. Let's see if that is. Yeah, I know. Let's copy this layer style and see if it translates. Let's make a copy of this so we don't destroy what we just tried figuring out. And paste layer style. And it totally breaks it. So we'll go scale layer style. Let's see if that's all it needs. Why is that not working? What is turned on? Interesting. Just the black layer. So it doesn't work on. So there's that layer style from the other card. And it doesn't destroy my security features, and it actually looks decent on the green. And those effects are stroke at 4, blend mode divide. It's on the inside. And yeah, I got it fixed. It was a setting on the default canvas to change the aspect ratio back to vertical for some reason, but I don't know why I did that. I thought it was being pretty thorough. I guess just seeing that setting reversed, I just wasn't looking for it, so I didn't see it. So then just an outer glow, inner glow, hard mix, dodge. Like it's super simple. So then that's not working on the on it because it's a dodge. So if we go back to normal for this, and then it's got a drop shadow on it. Why did I do that? Okay. That would go normal. Doesn't even need the drop shadow. Take the drop shadow off. Go back to hard. Or what's going to interact with the? Let's try difference real quick. Difference is not going to do it. I need it to interact with the black as well, or I need to flatten it, and then so there's hard mix. That's what makes it look cool. Looks like it's glowing. So that's going to work on everything except for the black, and actually it probably won't work on the white either. Kind of works on the white, but it won't matter. This is just the back of the card. But yeah, it's getting knocked right out as soon as I stick on the black, even though it's above it. So it's got to be just because it's hard mix. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Hard mixing into black, you're just going to lose it. So it's a simple fix. We just leave it on normal or lighten, and we just change the color. Hard light. Hard light works. What does it do on the other cards? I'm a bit curious. It'd be nice if these all translated to all the cards. So white, it looks kind of cool. Green, meh. Orange, meh. Purple, kind of meh. And blue, yeah, whatever. So what we do is make this look good on the black, and so we need to get it to that quality right now. We won't worry about the security feature for now. If I have to, I'll drop them in as separate elements. I'll go back to the original of this, pull it out. If we're going to use these as security features, we'll pop them back in on a separate layer. But I want to make it look a little bit more natural, like this does, a high res. So it had a drop shadow in it, and so that was adding to it. And then the drop shadow, did it have noise in it? It had 0% noise in it. Layer knocks out drop shadow. Sure. Outer glow, and did it have noise? It had 4% noise in it. And that's probably what is giving it that nice soft effect that I am liking. So then, can we just scale this out or spread it? We just need to do a little bit more of this. Charge our phone. Do we go with the same color, that baby blue? And then that drop shadow. Size 250 pixels. It's already 250 pixels. Seems a little bit overkill. So somehow this drop shadow was giving me something I wanted. just don't see that's a drop shadow all around it. I don't understand how it's at 120 degrees. Four percent noise into that. 7. Lucky number's 11. Our goal is to make this look like it's natural and popping out just a bit. Hard light, bit of noise. We want the stroke on there to give it that black. That stroke is killing some of the detail in our security feature in a way. So leave that the way it is. Will bevel and emboss help us out in any way? Bevel, emboss, outer, down. Up. I think because this is inversed, we want it the opposite of what you would think. We got global light on, we get that on. Trying to make this pop. So, definitely not there. It's that skill of, maybe you're there and then pulling it back a lot. Something about it just, it's not the same. I feel like I got so lucky back in the day with the way that turned out. Let's get that other glowing edge on. Like, it's getting close, but it's still, we're still not there. More blue. Better highlight. Highlight on just the top. It was more of a white highlight. That's crazy that I just can't get that. I can apply it to this, and I just can't get it. That's the effect, not scaled up. I'm gonna need ibuprofen. Be right back. Okay. Okay, so this is pasted layer style. Now, what is happening on that layer? That layer has 100% opacity and fill, and then it's sitting under that, and then that's what it looks like. Let's make invis everything that is distracting me from this. Okay, so like it really doesn't look that great here. And that's that version. I did something else on the back of that card that made it look like that. That's super frustrating. So I need to find the working file for the back of that card, and that is what I have for the back of the card, and that has a flattened effect on it, and so I need to go see if there's another old files. Basic card back. Let's check this out. Maybe. Wow. Nope. And there's nothing in there. This is a long time ago. Basic card back. Backup. Card front. So that got flattened a long time ago and it's gone, is what I would say. This is one of those other interesting. 2013, I was working on this. For the heck of it, let's grab this and see what happens. Looks terrible. So, not the answer we're looking for. I think we're just going to have to go on without that and try to make something that looks correct. We'll go back to this bevel emboss. It's got the right kind of shape to it. And then if we can just make it more interesting and easier for the brain to like, will probably be good. So this one has bevel and emboss. Used to have inner glow and a satin. Inner glow is not doing anything. Satin isn't doing anything. Outer glow. Moms, how's it going, man? It's funny how that outer glow just totally cheesed it. Is there something else we can do? Good. Trying to avoid working 8 days a week. Yeah. Yep. I mean, if you're getting ahead and you value that, then that's great. But if you value free time, then your dad is definitely trading your free time for his profit. Definitely need to find a project for your own good. You're not getting ahead? Yeah. He's. I don't know, dude. I think you know my opinion on it. I'd probably be probably be, and I think you're already doing that, but I'd be trying to design a way to get free of that. Yeah. Or you just got to set some rules, boundaries, limitations. Like, this is, I need X amount of time so that I can do the things that I need to do, whatever that is. And you can't have the rest. And if you want the rest, you go do it. It's your business, right? So, otherwise, I mean, it's not like you're his slave, but you're agreeing to it, right? So, unless you need the money, don't act like you need the money. I need to get something else in here that's gonna work. I just don't think I can get back that effect that I wanted. Now they had drop shadow on. Or I should say I did back in the day. And take it off of hard mix. Because it's not gonna work when, there we go. Some noise in the drop shadow, that's weird. I had a funny one the other day. I had a client call me after 2 years of him not paying his last bill with me, and I never followed up with him. I was like, whatever, like, I'm not gonna chase a guy for $100. And yeah, he never paid it. And then he called me yesterday looking for help, and I was super cordial. And yeah, you're gonna just call your internet service provider for help, and blah blah blah. And that was pretty much the end of the conversation. But it was just finding balls on someone doing that. Yeah, I'm a helpful guy, but I ain't gonna get stepped on. So what do we got going on here? Our picker and normal light. So drop shadow on normal. And it's not picking the color, or it's delayed. I don't know what it's doing. Let's go back to bevel and then boss. So I'm still trying to create that it's like a highlight. And then the shadow just needs to not be so shadowy. I feel like I'm losing my color, like my color scheme here. Maybe I just go all the same. 4 ace 8. That's the color I was picking. And let's just do that. Keep it all consistent. That stays that color. This goes to this color. And I need to get another effect over top. I need to get it through. I feel like this was so simple back in the day. Like, I tinkered and I got it, and it's almost like the lower resolution does you a better favor. Maybe it's too bright. This is that same document, but 300 DPI. I think I need to take the man, it is tough. I need to take the outer glow off. If there is one. The outer glow is off. We go back to bevel and emboss. I take the stroke to the center. Nope. Maybe. That tightens that up maybe. And then the bevel and emboss. So I need to get that effect onto here. So I need that black line to become maybe almost smaller. So I think it's possibly. So I need to make it feel like that line is gone almost. How do we do that? We go stroke. Can I add a color to it? Do I take it straight off? What color? Why is that gray as a default color? It's 100%. I don't get why this is gray. Is it maybe the symbol is the symbol itself was not saved as the proper black? How about I just go edit from Photoshop and it should reference this properly. Could not edit the original smart object because the layer is locked. Okay. unlock it. And that should color-wise. That's interesting. Yeah, why is that? Why was that showing up wrong? Maybe I changed the font size by accident. But like, why does this not add to swatch libraries? Super frustrating. New swatch. RGB. Black. Global. Because it was never set to global. If I'm right, that color should change here shortly. No, I was wrong. I hit save. I was right. And then we got this weird artifact happening from... It's interesting. Was that artifacting or was that these lines here? They didn't get selected, is what happened in the original. Why are we waiting for a printer connection? I'm hitting save, not print. So there you go. That stuff just updated. So now I don't have to worry about stroke on that. The only thing that might make that better is if I went in and tried to make the font size smaller. So it's at 0.25. Can I make it go any lower? Probably not. Let's try. Let's hit save. Why are you asking for a printer? Oh my gosh, it's so stupid. Let's see what happens in Photoshop. There we go. That's a big help. So now we just need to make it feel like that shape is actually there. Scaling things up is not as easy as you think. We'll leave that range the way it is. So a little bit more flat, 5 pixels, and then soften 5 only, and then we can leave the screen light on. We can leave that at 33. The outer glow is too much. Unless we go down in opacity and then up in size. And then we're getting closer to what that card was. That's a bit softer. It's not terrible. It's not what I want, though, quite yet. If we throw that glow on the outer edge, that'll unify it all. Instead of it making it feel like a pattern, it'll feel like more like of a surface. So if we take the visual knockout, or we take, where's our cut, where's our, that's that inset shape, and we need, yeah, I can see our knockout. We need our shape layer that is giving us the knockout doesn't have anything on it. There's another shape layer I need. There is one of these. So that shape layer, we need to create basically a duplicate of this, and we can call it the rename this background edge backguard. And we'll put it under this guy to make sure that's clear. And then we can go add an inner glow. The inner glow could be a lot bigger. 30 pixels, gets a lot more. And we could add some noise to it. Make it feel like the other one. We're getting there. It's nasty, that that line there. You can see the 250 pixels coming in and it gets cut off. And so that noise cannot spread that far at all. Well, maybe we just go with lucky number 7 for noise percent. Can be on normal. There's normal. We could maybe take it off of white and make it have a color that is more indicative of that card, which was 4-4 ace 8. And go back to normal. And now the card is starting to feel like it's a surface. Just with that 7% noise. Stroke can come off. Now we're really clean. Stroke was adding, was stroke adding anything? Anyways, we don't need that stroke on there. And we don't need bevel and emboss. Okay. Starting to feel good now. More unified. So inner glow was 75% opacity, 4-4 Ace 8, choke. Yeah, we could really make it pop on that edge now. Let's go with something that looks right. We'll leave it at 50% choke, 50%. Yeah. And so that is just the edge that we're worried about there. We could try to make it go a little bit deeper into the card. Let's go try that. Let's see if there's a way I can get that. We're at 250 pixels. I don't think I can make it any bigger. There is definitely a limit there. 75 was already looking good. Let's try, see if I can make this go 500 or something. Must be 250. So we're limited by Photoshop and design right now. Interesting. Center. That's the other side. You go the other way. And it's another way to do it. The other way around. Not what I want at all. But if you put your colors opposite, so if you made your black there, and then you made your background color the blue, and you went and grabbed this blue, then you basically created the same effect. Now it's all the way through, and look at everything glow. And is it me, or does that look better? Everything has a glow. Like it's actually looking like it's, yeah, it does. It's actually looking good. Sometimes you just gotta think a different way. And it looks more subtle and more soft. It looks kind of like it belongs. What do you guys think? Do you want the back of our cards to look more blue or more black, or where's the other card? This is 2014. Now I'm starting to feel like 2014 looks a little bit too rough around the edges. It's cool though. Let's keep tinkering. We're making really good progress. So that's an inner glow. And then what if we made it why does this look funny around the edge? Is that bug? It's a bug. So it's on normal, and then what if we went to something else? So at the core of our card, we basically want to have black. So we don't change that color, and it's up to the It's up to the hex on top and then the edge color. So if I want to make that edge brighter, I basically have to go to a brighter blue out on the background image, which is going to change the whole card because it's got an opacity on it, inner glow 75%. So the only way to knock that out is to go to 100 to make it true black. And if I make it, let's say 90%, so it bleeds some color through, then we get that, making it feel like it's a little bit more of like in a combined surface. So maybe we stick at about 90. 75 look good though. Let's go change this color back to 4/4 Ace 8. Okay. I don't know if you guys have any opinions on stuff. This is the time to be a part of it, so feel free to say anything. You don't like the way something's starting to look. I'm a little curious about. That's the new one. This is the original hex color thing. I'm wondering which one I should be using now for the old. Wow, does that look different? And maybe it should on that side. Let's turn on the one I've been tinkering with. That one we're definitely not keeping. This one is garbage. And let's just turn on the other layers for these cards. Yeah, they're gonna look good, I think. I hope. I think I might use the other one for the inside of these cards. Oh, they look bad. Why do they look so bad? I think I turned off a bunch of. I think I turned off some layers that made them look better, or I changed them, but now they look bad. They look so bad. Huh. This is the problem. You start tinkering so much and things start looking better in different ways. I might have to turn all those other layers on and see what's what later. I wonder if I need to turn looks so much better. I'm curious. Let's go copy this layer style and put this on. Let's go turn this on blue and paste this layer style on it. It's pretty dramatic. Like I'm almost thinking I'm liking it. It's dramatic. It's funny on that one, it totally screws it. The inner glow is not correct for it. Or it is correct for it. Because it's black. It's black, so it's gotta be. That's super funny. Okay, so we go with something like this. And we need our AstralCommand logo. And it is. We need to make some libraries, I think, for that. Hey, Danger. How's it going, buddy? We are creating the new standard for this game. Everything 1200 DPI, so rebuilding stuff. Not from scratch, but it feels like it. We want AI. We don't want any JPEGs. This is the only one that's Illustrator in there. What the heck is going on? Here we go. That's what I was looking for. This is what I'm looking for. Let's ask ChatGPT if thinks I need to have. I don't think I need to have TM on the cards. And I don't want to use this logo. Definitely want to use this one, I think. Is this a symbol yet? Come on, where is it? Did I not copy it? Can't I do that? There we go. And that is where now? All the way down at the bottom. And let's transform that. And let's paste a layer style on it and see what happens. See what I had copy pasted. And that's not really working, is it? Clear layer style, and let's go grab this layer style. Pop it on here and see what happens. Look at that. Looks a little bit better. Almost looks like it belongs. And then we would need to grab this and maybe center it to, let's take this visual knockout and lock its position and grab this and see if they are willing to center. No? Move. This is not locked. Let's move it up here. Let's not do that. Why can't I do that? Because it's locked. But that was the point. If this is truly centered and this is horizontal centered, I would think that this would line up better. Can't use the move tool because what? I have this selected. Could not use the move tool because the target channel is hidden. Okay. Why? Can I nudge it? What do I have selected that it thinks I could not use the move tool because the target channel is hidden. I don't know what it's doing. We're going to hit save and relaunch this. .85 meg file, and open, it's 893. Close Photoshop and reopen and see what happens. Open. Recent. Some text layers need to be updated before they can use base up. Okay. That is not the right file. That's why. Open. Card one. Ah. What is that? What is this red thing? there is an object on this layer. Why? What is this? And it's moving. That looks like a mask. This 100% is a mask. Where's the mask coming from? The mask is not to do with the smart object, because the smart object, the mask would disappear. I created a mask somewhere. It's not the bottom layer. It's not in the background. It's not that. Visual knockout. It's not that. It's not in the template. I have an invisible mask. Let's ask ChatGPT. I have this odd mask showing up, I'm pretty sure is what it is in Photoshop. It's red. It doesn't appear to be on any layer. Can you think of where I could go? Oh, I found it. Never mind. Never mind. I must have right-clicked and hit layer mask or something. Okay. We want to grab that, and we want to center it. And now that it's centered, are these going to line up properly? It's so odd to me. It's not lining up because the logo isn't lined up because the AstralCommand text is not lined up. That's what's happening. So if I go over to this document, like visually it looks like it's lined up nice, but obviously it is not. So we will go into this document and we will shift. Maybe we can, they look like they're aligned. They are aligned. So they're aligned visually, or the text is aligned, visually they're not aligned. So I need to, the Astral Tower, how's it going, Sam Groper? So this is just one of those oddities with the logo. Or it's the glow that's throwing it off. And did we set a middle for this? I think it's this for our, yeah. So that's dead center. And our visual, I believe this is the top. So visually, if we want to get this looking nice, we want to roughly get that kind of in the middle here. And then maybe we have our text down here or right here. For what deck this is going to be, let's call this the, let's make this the planet one. centered, and we want this centered with this visually, and we want probably the ethnocentric font. And we can see what this looks like, and then we want probably proper colors for it. And probably black. And wait, this isn't how this is gonna finish. Base layer style. Let's grab the same copy. Let's turn this off so it's not so busy. And this, we're just experimenting, so this is all subject to change. So it's very hard to read. We need to protect the logo and the planet thing, so we either blow out the rest of it with the outer glow, or we apply some other effect. The outer glow, we could do something cool like that. And make it spread just a bit differently, make it spread a little bit more, and not so nuts. And we could do the same for this, and we could just copy this layer style and move it down for planet and give it that same effect. It's a lot softer, like kind of like the edge, not so bad. And then we could maybe instead of making it black on the inside, we could change the color of it to something that is actually readable, or throw a gradient through it or something, or make it white. Instead of everything being black, we can change it to AstralCommand to white, or another color, throw some effects on it. We could just swap it like that. It's a lot easier to read. I'm not liking it though. We need to take a look at our lines. So if we were going to do this, I would probably take both of these up a lot more. And it would be kind of cool if the planet is at least at the halfway point. So these are 3.5. What's halfway on this? It's is it here? 2. It's kind of halfway through. If we take this really quick, we go like that, and then I take this and go, yes, definitely not half. It does look better though. Halfway is much higher. So let's delete that. It's 3.5 high, and it's 1/4 to the edge. So it's like just 2 seconds. I can't think. I'll be right back. Just lurking inside. Storm's going through today. Oh, protect your computer. Protect your hardware. I'll be right back. I'm just developing the game more. Be right back. Okay. So our measurement tool is here. And so we got that set, right? Okay. So that's set. And we're looking for our halfway point. It's a 3.5 inch card, so it's 1.75, right? Or 1.75. So 1.75 is this is 1.5. So yeah, this is 1.75. I want these cards pixel perfect. So that's the halfway marker. So I don't know why my brain wants that to be like not dead net, or maybe it does go dead center. It goes dead center, and we make the logo smaller. I don't need to have my logo huge. I just need to have this like look right. So let's line it up. Dead center, just move the logo up. Come on, give it to me. There we go. Okay, and then the Astral Command logo needs to go just up a bit. And we can make it go touch just top of that if it isn't already. It looks like it is. Hilarious. Let's just leave it there. And turn everything off. And well, what did I just do? History. Send backward. Bring forward. Sure, whatever. And then turn off those. What do you guys think? Astral Command logo may be a bit smaller. Just a bit. It's got a nice flow line into the word planet. So the other side of this is I'm gonna want these fonts to look fair, like card to card. I think I'm gonna want them to look fairly similar in size. Planet's the shortest word. Industry is another long word. Commander is probably the longest. So this may not be the and so maybe the font needs to be smaller. 18. Commander goes almost side to side, isn't centered. Industry will be shorter. So Commander, I believe, is our longest. Come on. So we go down just a little bit in font, or we check our typography and see what our typography looks like first. And that is going to be under character. And we're going to go off of optical. And auto 18. I think we're good there. This will just be whatever. Okay. And auto optical. Did we just go down a point? It's definitely too close to the edge. Let's check how centered it is. It's not centered, so let's grab it and align it to the R. It's almost in our safe margin. If we just went with that, would it look good? Doesn't look good like that. Do I make it a bit smaller? I feel like probably just a bit smaller. So yeah, for anyone that's watching, I'm streaming everywhere. Streaming on YouTube. That's why there's no music. I'm streaming on X. I should probably be trying to stream on Kick as well, and maybe even Trovo. What else are we doing? I might be trying to stream on Whatnot. If you guys are interested in supporting the project, you can check out AstralCommand.games. And yeah. I'd like to send this to Kickstarter in the next 3 to 4 months if possible. See, that's a good size right there. And we just need to make sure that is centered. It looks barely centered. Let's turn on our guides again real quick. It's super close. I feel like we're there. And then do we also make the Astral Command logo? Do we make it white? Yeah, I don't want to launch it. I want to go in and color overlay it with just white or a gradient. Like, it doesn't look so bad. It's a little bit much with the white. Color overlay. Can we just go gradient overlay? Let's see what it does. Does it do anything fun and interesting? Does it give us any ideas? Oh, the cheesy chrome effect. Fun, fun. Astro Command Rainbow Edition. So yeah, probably not gradienting this unless I was trying to emboss it. We already got that on there. Texture, I think, goes around the edge. So are we going black with it? Just leave it as black. I'm not disliking this. I still feel like this is good, and we come back to this. Lots done. What else could we do to this to make this feel more like it belongs? Could we just simply make it so that it actually we leave it so that make it we change the color just to something else. And we just go to anything else. How about 4-4 ace 8 for kicks? Just to see what the same color does. It doesn't look great, but I think it was something we have to see all these possibilities. It's interesting because it contrasts in the same color with that. So in one way, it's really nice. Let's just tinker with this as is right now, because I don't need to see bright white, but I don't want to see this color so much. Definitely not doing drop shadow. Inner glow, and then inner glow it so that it so we're actually using a white, and then it does what? It has a 75% opacity, and it's not, it needs to be more subtle, so 24 pixels is too much. And let's go with super subtle, 3 pixels, looks like it's glowing, and it's anti-aliased, and its choke goes out. And normal. It's a little bit softer. Feels like it's in it without it. Just looks like that. So now we have inner glow, making it soft with a white. It's on normal. The source is the center, not the edge. Let's try the edge. It's going to give us a totally different effect. So it's coming from the center. It actually makes like kind of more sense. So it destroys the font in a way if I do this. So we want to be super careful to not destroy the font. So let's just take this choke down to 50, leave it anti-alias, the quality is high, the range is there. Still soft. It's got just a nice slight edge on it, nice slight glow. The font is, though, possibly destroyed. We're gonna have to do something about that. It does look like it's glowing though. I feel like we're on the right track. The inverse of this is for this logo, we just leave that the way it is. Don't throw a glow on it. What else could we do? Blend mode. Let's go to screen. Where is this lining up? The R is lining up right on the line. That's where I want it. This is feeling like good. Can I get the outer glow more robust, more definitive? Let's go overlay. Doesn't like overlay. Doesn't. Ooh, difference makes it pop, but then we're losing that glow effect. Let's make it dark. Are we dealing with everything's running in opposite world? Because so that makes it more screen and makes it really pop. So we use screen. We're at 215 pixels, 15% spread. The opacity we take up. Let's go with 50. Nice number. Really looks like it's glowing now. And noise. Let's make it 10%. Let's go in and take a look at this. It looks like it's glowing. Now the AstralCommand logo is there, but it's not destroyed. It still probably needs to be more definitive like this. So outer glow, 50, 10, 15. I can't apply this to it, can I? Let's try it though. I think there's a couple of settings in there that aren't going to work, but let's go to the AstralCommand logo, apply this, and it doesn't destroy it. It doesn't look good though. Let's leave it as this for a second and then go into the effects and take off inner glow. Okay, now the AstralCommand logo really pops, and it definitely looks like a commander's deck. I don't know, is it too much? This is where, like, you can do a drop shadow and it looks like too much, but if you pull it back just enough, just where the shadow's just barely there and the text is very legible, and this is like well past that. But is that the look we're going for? Everything pops though. I need some opinions. if anyone's watching. Um, and this is in proof colors. Proof colors is on right now. So it should kind of look like this. And I could probably throw my little security feature in the bottom of this somewhere too. I'm kind of liking it. It's growing on me the more I look at it. I still feel like it needs something else, like something's. It still needs some balance. Maybe the AstralCommand logo is too big, or maybe it's nice because the line kind of swoops in and kind of goes with everything. I don't know. It's funny. I'm just looking at it. The vertical stream looks like I need to be working over on this side of the screen just a little bit more. So yeah, we'll save that. It's already saved. So we need to group these in a folder. So we'll call this folder back of card. And we'll put that in there. And that in there. And planet name. That is for card template. And visual knockout goes up there. So we take that out now. We still have our back. This is our very bottom layer. If we go back and build out the rest of the card, we're deleting this. And we're going to leave this background hexes off. That was the original one. And we're going to turn on the template example image card level, hero name, planet name. Where's my hero images? Did I delete some stuff? House art. I did not. There we go. So the effect that I put on earlier onto these backgrounds definitely has changed the impact of the card. Maybe that's not so terrible, and maybe it is terrible. Now, if I go back and turn off our cutout, I have to go back and repair these because they are not correct. So stroke. If anyone is wondering what this is basically my bleed for these cards, so that if they are miscut, this color is there to be there to basically to protect the integrity of the card. You'd basically have to look pixel by pixel if you had a microscope to see if it was miscut. Is the idea. I feel like you would see it on that card. Maybe we would pull back that effect so it doesn't go right up to the edge. I think the white is almost too dirty. So that was an inner glow. And its opacity was oh wow. Yeah, choke. Gotta get the choke on there. That's why it's not looking right. That choke is different down below. Interesting. And it's worse. So like choke maybe 30. And then that noise has to come down because it doesn't look right. That's a lot better. 2% choke or noise. That's better. So I need to have it set like that. So I need to go to each of those and take them noise down to 2% on the inner glow. And should be good. %, and what was the other number? 15 and 250. 30 at 250. like makes the cards a bit lighter, going back to their more natural colors. It's good we're figuring this out. So there's the orange, that looks a lot better. And there's purple, looks a lot better. Blue. Two. 30. And now when we hit save, and then we can zoom out. Really pushing Photoshop here. Zooming out while saving. Yeah, that coloration looks so much better. So we got our bleeds for our backgrounds in position, colored correctly. The white is not so white. Background edge color. I feel like we should make it either pure white or not. So let's get this picker off here and go back to pure white. And then we need to go to our stroke and make that a pure white. And there we go. I think that's a better design choice. And then if we go to our front card, this guy needs a stroke too. And we need to pick the correct color, which is, everyone say it, 4-4 ace 8. And it doesn't look like it's the right color, does it? So let's go check. Let's check our inner glow. Let's make it the same as everything else, 32%. And hopefully we didn't destroy the way our front card looks when we go back to check it out. Because that's what that might have just done. Let's throw our visual bleed knockout on there, and let's go flip on everything else. Let's turn off card template. Let's turn on back a card. Let's put this guy is visually back on, but why is it? Okay, there you go. And let's hide this. No, we need that. Don't need that. We need this. And we need to turn off the other text. And the icons. And this stuff. So now we have some consistency between front and back, where the coloration front and back on those edges is literally the same effect, just different colors. Love it. Let's hit save. And yeah, it's awesome. lemon juice and water, if anyone's wondering. Pretty basic drink. Okay, so design-wise, we might be locked in pretty good. Front, back. We can build up the planet text. We can duplicate that word. We can start. Here's backup card. Leave that object there. We can duplicate that. And oh, I just deleted it. Duplicate, and we can call this planet. It's going to be 4 decks, in case anyone is wondering. So planet. So this should be dead center already. Let's mess around with it and make sure it is. Why can't I move it? Oh, Photoshop, what are you doing? I just wanted to drag it up. Visually, it actually, the way the font lines up, it actually, I think it's centered. It's not, it's really close. How am I going to determine that that is middle for this? We need to check it. And so we got this line here. We're lining up with that. That's hard to tell if that's centered. This is center. What's going to tell me it's centered? I have a feeling it's centered. Maybe it's not. How do we tell? We select this and we line it up to our visual knockout, and then we hit align and check, and it's saying that is centered. Like if I took one letter and I made sure that this letter was centered. Let's drag it over here first, and then let's drag it back. And we put the crux of that right there. It's about as center as that is ever going to get. Is that line center? This line right here would be center. So this be as close as you can get to center. Now, if I go spell planet out now, does that look more centered to you? If I go grab our knockout again, does it line it up any different? Interesting, it did. Shifted it over just a bit. Okay. If I do that to Commander, Commander already looks centered, but if I delete Commander, we just go with this. And we turn on planet, or we duplicate planet. And we call it Commander. And then we turn it on. I think that actually, it's probably in my head, but I think that looks good. And then we'll duplicate this guy, and we'll call it Industry. And we'll hide Commander layer, and we'll change this to Industry. And so we have our planet, we have our industry, we have our commander, we need tactical. Tactical. Lots of decks, lots of strategies, guys. You guys are gonna love this game. I'm gonna love this game. Tactical. And then there's going to be an event deck. And event. So that's our decks. Event, tactical, industry, commander, and planet. 5 decks. 5 different decks, all giving you options. You don't have to play with the commander's deck, but that's where the deck building comes in. So if we go with this, this is the back of the cards. I almost feel like the commander's deck doesn't even need to say commander on it. It's fine though. Yeah, so we got back a card, and those are all in the back of card folder. So that's organized. Just going through and making sure everything's labeled here. Background, edge color, back of card. So that's set. And so we need to get our icons finalized. We need to get our sigils finalized. We need to get our powers finalized. ChatGPT gave me a download that was looking pretty ridiculous earlier. So that is not it. This was it. It was looking pretty broken. It was looking pretty crazy. Looks like a lot of nonsense. You win the battle and have a command. What the fuck? Oh my gosh. Thanks, ChatGPT, for giving me a migraine. So that was under command card equations. Let's give it a screenshot so it understands why I think it did us dirty. Semicolon. Let's print screen this, actually, and let's not be hard on it. Let's actually ask it, what's the best way? Hierarchy balance. The word commander currently dominates. Yeah. You might want to shrink it slightly to increase the Astral Command so that the brand feels equal in weight. Do I? I'm okay with it being like that. The glow effect looks great, but the print size might blur. Consider tightening the outer glow so the letters keep sharper edge. Well, I'm trying to make it a sharper edge by doing this. Card family system. If you plan to have different decks tactical industry event, each could use the same hex pattern. Yes, that's what we did. It just doesn't know that yet. But with different glow colors. Blue for commander, green for tactical, orange for industry, purple for event. That way they're instantly distinguishable on the table. It's not a terrible idea. Adding the house sigils faintly tiled in the background could tie it deeper into the lore without distracting from the logo. Nah, it's too much. We'll want me to mock up a color coding scheme for all the back of the deck's commanders. That is not. Nope, I don't. So basically, it's saying make the Astral Command logo better, but I'm using design elements that are kind of constricting me to find balance with what I'm doing. So I'm more likely to leave this the way it exactly is. What do you guys think? I'm gonna pull this over for the vertical stream, so it's dead center over there. Yeah, I kind of feel like this is spot on where it needs to be. I also feel like that edge could be white, the very edge of the card. I'm gonna print this just for fun. And let's go. Let's go. Match print colors. Can I do that even? I'd be surprised. Printer settings. It is plain paper. Advanced. Can I zoom this in? There you go. Scale print. Scale to fit media. Sure. And then let's go turn this layer off. Let's turn the Minari one on, the green. Let's go get this effect on. This guy. Gradient for the text block is on. Get the icons on. Text block, text flavor. Card level. Hero name. Visual knockout. Back of card can be turned off. What is that? Oh, that's interesting. And we'll print this off too. And then I'm going to go take a break. And I want to thank everyone for watching the stream. I do need your support. I do need you guys coming and driving up the viewership numbers, so I appreciate that. I need to make this project able to support itself right away if possible, and then I can just sit and develop this every day, 12, 13, 14 hours a day. I would find that to be amazing. So anyways, thanks for showing up, everybody, and we'll be streaming on, like we already are streaming on YouTube. I'll be streaming on Astral Command channel on YouTube hopefully in the next 24 hours. I don't know if we're going to stream on Whatnot. We got Twitch, probably add Kick, maybe add Trovo, and we'll be on X. So make sure you guys follow up on everything, AstralCommand.games. And thanks for watching, everyone. And then maybe tonight, if I get on later, or tomorrow, we'll work on powers for these cards. We have about 216 I need to work on, and I'll probably work off stream for a bit here, trying to just generate some ideas, and then we can look at them together as a community. So it'll be your time to throw ideas or shape how the game is developed.